Hey guys, welcome back to another war recap video. I'm your host Goof from CURMUDGEONS. In today's video, I'll be doing our war against Ali. It was a 40v40 war. You can see that we pretty much crushed them by over 60 stars. They had a Town Hall 11 advantage on us and a couple Town Hall 10 advantage on us. It was another mismatch. All the 9s were cleared pretty fast this war. In this recap, I don't think I'll be showing any Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 9 action, as all the Town Hall 9's bases were pretty old and simple, like the general and like old meta bases, so they're not really worth recapping in my opinion. Yeah, but there are a lot of Hogs attack, a couple of Laloons, and so on for the Town Hall 9s. As far as Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11 attacks goes, we have a couple nice Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 11. We have two 11v11 triples and I think two 10v10 triples as well. Three actually. One by Bolts, Saz, and Gorg. Yep. So I'll be showing those, and also I'll be showing a dip from. Actually I can't. My bad. Well, anyways, let's get into the recap. So first up, we have Saz coming in for 10v11 attack for 2-star. Number 1. He's bringing, I think, 6 skeleton spells for the core for the Town Hall, and using good amount of baby drags so you get percentage on the base. You see that the Town Hall in the middle is very far from everything, and it's just molded off, like made boundary, has a ring around itself. So the Rage Skelly spells are gonna take out the Town Hall, and he's using the remainder of his true compensation to take out the CC and just get the 50% that he needs to get the 2-star. So he lures out the CC, sends in his last baby drag at 6 o'clock, drags out the CC full of archers and a dragon, brings a quake as well for the Town Hall I believe, sends in a giant, puts down poison for the archers and dragons as they go along, drops a golem around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, triggers that Eagle Artillery, drops a test wall breaker, then the remainder of his wall breakers along with his heroes, his CC bowlers, and a couple Valks. He's going to use a rage on them, push them along, take out that first Inferno, quake the core, down goes all his Skelly spells, puts down his rage. You can see that all his skeleton spells here, they're just trashing the core. Everything's going to be gone in just a couple seconds. When the Eagle Artillery starts targeting the skeleton, it's too late for the Eagle, as the skeletons have taken down the Town Hall. He's at 48% and sends in the remainder of his troops to get the 50% that he needs to get for the 2-star. So nice job by Saz there, getting the job done. Next up, we have Longman going in number 2. You see, it's a very popular Town Hall 11 design for farming, at least. I see a lot, but I've seen it a couple times during wars. So Longman is coming in with a bitch attack, one golem at 12, another at 9, which is bowlers, to make a nice funnel for his main set of golem, which is in bowlers down, straight down the middle. Jumps in, rages him up. He's going to drop a second jump directly into the middle part where the Town Hall and the 2 Inferno towers are. Freezes the first Inferno. Giant Bomb is going to take out a good portion of his bowlers. Still has a king walking around the base. Has a Witch's Help targeting that Inferno tower. Queen's gonna walk around and start aiming for that town hall to get the first star, second star actually. So Queen's gonna snag the town hall and get the second star he needs. And he still has a couple bowlers working around the side of base and just picking off and getting some more percentage. So nice job by Longman there, getting the job done. Number 3, you have my Town Hall 10 going in on this. Coming in with a Queen Walk, Gobo, Valk attack. Valks are for the core, and Queen Walk and the Gobo to funnel. So I based this plan off Longman's attack. He did similar, well, yeah, so I did similar attack to he did, but he didn't quite get a 2-star as his Valks died in the core. There were just too much point defenses in there for his Valks to take in. So I made a couple changes to his plan. He brought 2 jumps, one for his entry around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, then into the core. But as you can see, I brought wall breakers instead to break in, so that's a spell space that I could use for a freeze for the core for my Valks. So the Queen Walk, I did the same as him, starting up around 1 o'clock, pushing her down all the way down to 3. And she's going to actually make the entrance for the Valk once she reaches that cannon at 3 o'clock. She's going to end up shooting a wall, and that's where I'm going to drop my Valks. So when she took out the CC and the Queen, I dropped my Golem down around 4, second Golem around 5, a couple bowlers to make it funnel, also Wizard too. So as the bowlers go down, drop a first wall breaker, then the remainder of my wall breakers, they break in, drop my King, and then my CC bowlers. So you can see that the Queen up north is targeting the wall right now, and King's going to do a nice job by bringing the funnel all the way down to 6, taking it down all those trash buildings all the way down to 6. Pop the King's ability. Once that wall opens up, drop the jump, and then my Valks go in. And you can see that there's 4 Expos, 2 Infernos, 1 Eagle Artillery, and a Warrior all in the core. So that's a lot of damage that my Valks are going to be taking if some of them are frozen. So, but under freeze, I was able to take out a good portion of those defenses, all 4 Expos, and soon the Queen's going to take out the Eagle. And she's going to remain up for some more time before she goes down. So pop my King's ability, take out the enemy King, and get more a couple percentage before she goes down, and end up with 61%. And she goes down. Next up, we have Chib coming in on number 4. And you can see number 4's base is very similar to number 1, but Chib is doing a different plan, coming in with a different plan. He's coming in with a plan that's pretty similar to mine, the Queen Walk, the Gobo, and then the Valks for the core. So he's starting off with a couple archers, just spread around the base, picking off easy buildings. Starts his Queen Walk up north around 12 o'clock. Sends in Baby Drag for the Archer Tower, takes it out relatively easily. Queen's going to continue her charge, drops a Rage for her as she pushes in. And she's going to continue to push down. Throws down another Rage for the Queen. And she's going to continue just to shoot some more buildings before she goes down. So he's going to be very patient with his Gobo. And his Gobo is coming in down around 4 o'clock. Couple wizards, wall breakers in, drops his bowlers, King's gonna take out the enemy queen with some help from his bowlers. Rages up those bowlers, and his king actually doesn't rage him up. That was the king's ability, my bad. CC's gonna come out, drops a poison for them, drops a jump right over that inferno, drops a test wall breaker, and then his remaining wall breakers in around 3. So those, instead of going inside a base, he's going to use them to pick off those extra buildings on the side. So the Valks he drops up north are going to be able to enter the base with a single rage he has, and unfortunately he drags out the remainder of CC, which contains a drag, but his raged Valks are going to be able to tear through the CC and get the first star that he needs. And he's going to be able to get the second star with those Valks. Then he sends in the remainder of his troops just to get some more percentage. So nice job by Chib, coming in with a different attack strategy than Assassin did. So our first 11v11 triple that we have is Chris coming in on number 5. He's bringing a Queen Walk La Lune attack. Starts his Queen Walk up north. He'll be able to get that Eagle Artillery and 2 heroes. Drops his Warden along with his Queen. Drops his Wall Breakers to break his Queen in. And Queen's gonna end up targeting that Eagle Artillery and taking it out. So this is a very it's not a Town Hall 11 base that we see normally with the square base and the 2 isolated Infernos along with the Town Hall and CC. But with a Eagle Artillery so exposed, it's really easy to take out. So he's also going to be able to drag out CC. He drops a poison for them as they come out. And I think he'll even be able to get 1 air defense, but I think he does. I don't remember too well. So his Queen and Warden are going to continue to push from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock ish. Drops his King and a couple bowlers, and drops his remainder wall breakers for his bowlers and King to break in and take out that air defense at 10 o'clock. And Queen's going to be able to take out that second air defense, so 2 air defenses are down so far. Starts his La Lune at that 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock air defense. Second hound's going to go down, bit right behind it. Couple hastes pushing them along. And drops in the remainder of his loons. First hound's gonna pop, but he's gonna have so many loons left over to take out the remainder of the base. And Queen, is it just a warning? Yeah, just a warning is up right now. Queen's gone down. King's still up though. And all that's left are those 2 Infernos. He drops a heal for his loons, pushing them straight into that single target Inferno, which can't withstand the power of so many loons in the core. So nice shot by Chris, even swagging minion. Our next 11v11 attack will be by Bandini. I think that's how you say it. He's a new Town Hall 11. Welcome to Clan Man, and awesome war to start off in too. So he's coming in with another La Lune attack, but he's bringing a kill squad of his King, Queen, Warden, and a couple bowlers. He's going to make his entry around 9. He wall breakers in around 9, sends in his own bowlers and then CC bowlers Pops the warning's ability as several giant bombs are triggered, takes out that first Inferno tower right away, and is able to take out 2 air defenses. Drops a poison for the CC as they come out. And his king, warden, and queen unfortunately aren't going inside the base but decide to walk around. Sends in his Laodoon. Eagle Artillery is going to start targeting the Hound, but as you know, the Eagle Artillery only does 3 times the damage, or 2 times, I forgot, to golems, not hounds, so it's doing very minimal damage compared to what it would do to a golem. So he's sending in his loons clockwise. Some loons travel into the core. They're able to take out the Eagle Artillery and the Teslas in the core as well. His Hound and Pups are going to be able to take out that last air defense, and while his loons are just traveling around the base and taking out the remainder of the defensive buildings. Just going to speed it up a little bit. So nice shot by Bandini there, getting the job done. Alright, so that's our 11v11 triples. Now let's go into some Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 action. First up, we have Gorg come in with another Laodoon attack. Again with 3 Hounds, Suicide Heroes, couple wall breakers in around 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Couple minions to take out those army camps at 12, 3, 6, and 9. Breaks his king in. King's gonna go down. Well, queen's not about. The enemy archer queen hasn't gone down just yet. His queen's gonna be able to take out the enemy archer queen as well. Pops her ability. And then he starts his Laodoon, sending his first hound up around 2 o'clock for that 4 o'clock air defense. Hastening his loons along as they push along the base. Third hound's going to follow right behind around 6 o'clock. And then a couple more hastes to push his loons along. Heal in the core for all those Teslas and Inferno Tower. And his final and last CC hound goes on that final air defense around 10 o'clock. And he uses his rage to push his loons along and take out those final 2, 4 buildings. So nice job by Gorg getting the triple with a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10. Next up, we're going to have another Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10. And again, it's going to be by Saz. And he's bringing a Shatter Hobo attack, I believe. So it sends in a Suicide Hawk, 2 Suicide Hawks to drag out the CC. You're going to see that pretty much all these CC have a dragon, and then just the rest just a good amount of archers. So it sends in a giant to tank with his king right queen right behind it. Queen's gonna be able to take out a couple buildings, sends in his wall breaker around 9 o'clock, drops a poison for the CC dragon and archers. His baby drag that he dropped around 10 o'clock is gonna be able to take out the enemy king and queen. Since the Inferno Tower is set to single, it's pretty easy to take out as long as it doesn't lock onto your heroes, as they could just take down your heroes relatively quickly. Sending in his hogs around 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock ish, and working his way up counterclockwise. He has a freeze and a heal and a rage. Inferno's also set to a single target Inferno, rages up his hounds, not hounds, hogs. Jeez, can't talk today. And he's gonna have so many troops left over to take out the remainder of those buildings. Those hogs were hurt by the giant bomb, but still have the king and the giant up. I think the giant was from CC, and it's still pretty amazing to see it's still up, as giants usually go down after a couple hits. But nice job by Assassin here, getting the job done. Our next and last final attack will be by Bolts. He's coming in on number 17 here with another hog attack, this time bringing some Valks. So he drops his first golem up around, 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock-ish. Drops a jump that's going to lead his golems and troops directly into that first Inferno. Rages up his king, pushing him all the way in to take out the queen. Bowlers are going to follow suit and take out that first Inferno. And they're going to be able to take out that second Inferno, I believe. Or at least almost. So he sends in his hogs around 10 o'clock, not 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, going counterclockwise, dropping poison for those skeleton traps that come out. And his queen is still up, so he's going to just work his way around the base, dropping another heal on those hogs up around 2 o'clock. And they're just going to take out the Expo and finally that Inferno Tower. Very nice job by Bolts there, getting the job done with a 10v10. Well, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please remember to leave it a like. That will show your support for these videos. And please subscribe to my channel if you still haven't yet for more future war recaps. And as always, thanks for watching.
Get off my lawn!